Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. So on this video, this is going to be somewhat short but kind of a significant, let me get the word out, video in the regard of answering a question. So in the progression of your account, there are different checkpoints that will greatly increase the, I want to say, output, functionality, growth of your account, things of that nature. You know, of course, you got the divine gallery, which, you know, gives you benefits to your legendary runes, and then of course gives you benefits to those, and then of course, you know, you have the third perk here, which is like the ultimate goal. So now when you're getting down to the fancy gallery here, you know, of course, these stats are applied as you know, awaken runes and you have more fancy runes. You know, you get bonuses due to that. So of course, the last one here is, you know, supposed to give you the biggest bonus of 30%. Now, the question that I have dealing with this bonus is, okay, when you get the 30% to the runes on page 1 and 2, now it says basic stats. Now we're talking, now the question I have, we're talking basic stats, do we mean just that top number of the 228? Is it just 30% of that 228, or are we talking about 30% of that full amount, which is that 228 plus that 696? Are we talking about, are we talking 30% to the full amount of that basic stat, or are we talking about 30% to just that flat 228? So that is kind of something that I've been curious about for a long time, because, you know, that's a big difference if we're talking about in terms of, you know, the amount that you get for putting in all this work to reach that milestone. So so what I've done is I've already did a little math, and I've got a kind of a estimate on which one, based off of, you know, the amount that would be added to my account. So from the math I did, I'm just going to use, you know, of course, you know, it applies to one, it'll apply to all. So I'm just going to use attack as kind of the gauge to determine how much growth is going to happen when I activate that last 30%. So from the numbers I've ran, if it's going off just the flat stats, which is just that white attack number of 228, if it's just going to increase that on each rune, my attack is only going to go up like 500. That's if it's only going to multiply off that stat. But if it's talking about the full stat of those basic stats across all the runes, then my attack should go up almost 2,000. That's if it's going off of the total of those numbers in that basic stat. So let's go ahead and let's make that happen, and let's see which is which. Okay, Alright, so I'm just putting it at 17. Alright, so we'll go to fuse. Let me double check here. Okay, we are ready to activate it. Alright, before I activate it, let me just take a look one last time. Okay, it's 51, 230, because it did add some attack from me, leveling that up. So like I said, if my attack only goes up about 500, then it's only the white numbers. If it's almost 2,000 at this point, if my attack bumps up to 53K, then it's the total of those two numbers. So, all right, let's go ahead and hit that button and see what happens. That's not much increase there. So that would led me to believe it's probably only the white numbers. But let's see. Let's take a look. No, not even 500. Okay, so that is not. Nope, not much difference at all in terms of stats. So you go through all that work of getting that last 30%, and your account only goes up 2,700. That is not very encouraging. So that was not much at all. I mean, I had 51,230 before I activated that. That only gave me, so that's not even 400% of all that's not even 30% of all my basic attack room, attack stat on pages 1 and 2 of my room. So I don't know exactly how they calculate that number. Okay, it looked like that attack stat just went up a little bit. That flat attack stack, it looked like that only went up a small amount, and that's it. So it don't even look like that went up. It looked like that number actually only went up like maybe 10%, like of the number that was on the white attack stat that was on that rune. It looks like that only went up like 10%. So when you get to this part and it says plus 30, that's only adding 10% more from where that was at. So you go through all this work of getting to this last perk here, and it has minimal gains. I mean, it was not. I went up 200 attack total from all that work of getting these rooms, leveled up. So to answer your question, is completing this fancy gallery here, is it worth it? No, it actually was not worth it. Putting in all this work, leveling up, upgrading all these other rooms. They give you some, additional stats, which is always good, but it wasn't like a really big boost to your account or a really big benefit by doing that. So, all right, there it is. Just wanted to share that information. So if anyone is like, oh man, I really want to get to that and see how much is gonna, help your account to grow, not much at all. That only boosted my attack power by 2,700 total. My attack only went up by 200. Yeah, so that wasn't a big benefit. A lot of work, not a big benefit. So there it is. That question is answered. Now you know, just like I know. So that's it, short, sweet, to the point. Thank you for watching.